Hello everyone. Today I'm dropping in just to give you a quick video so I can describe to you a few things that will guarantee that you learn music theory while you learn to play your guitar. So this is a subject that I get asked about all the time, not only on YouTube but from my students here in person, and I wanted to put up a video just to kind of cover it in a very generic way. My output has gone down a little bit over the last few weeks in terms of videos because I'm just taking a little bit of a rest. You guys will have a lot more coming up in the new year, a lot of classical guitar, a lot of music theory. But for the rest of this year, I'm just going to kind of do some vlog style videos to encourage you to learn and give you strategies on learning. And as with everything, you should write these strategies down in the free practice journal. I give it away as a PDF. You can click up in the cards or in the description below. You can grab that, write your thoughts down, write your goals down, and start to become better at music. So here is the real thing when it comes to learning music theory while you're playing. You need to use the things that you're playing to learn music theory. So I put my Understanding Music Theory in 1 hour lesson up based off of my book, Music Theory in One Lesson. And I actually caught a little heat because people say, oh, you can't understand this stuff in an hour. And in my mind, I think, well, yeah, duh. No, you can't master music theory in 1 hour. Of course you can't. That's ridiculous. However, you can take the concepts that you learned in that hour and approach the music you're currently playing with those concepts. So here are a couple rules of thumb that will absolutely, beyond a doubt, guarantee that you learn the type of music theory that leads to you playing the things that you want to play in a conversational way. And conversational, I mean as if you're speaking the language of music. So number one, if you're playing somebody else's music to learn and you're playing something, you run into a chord or a scale or whatever, and you don't know what it is, find out what it is. And find out how it fits into what you're currently doing. There's so much music theory in every little piece of music that if you just adapt the habit of doing a small, quick analysis of everything that you play, you're going to learn music theory very, very well. So a couple questions to ask yourself off the bat. What key am I in? That's very important. I mean, I'm assuming you're not playing 12-tone music, and this is not the channel for you if that's the stuff you're into, because 12-tone music, in my opinion, is just, it's drool, and I'm not going to do anything on my channel. So I'm assuming you're playing in a key. So what key is it? That's one. Number two, what are the chord progressions? Number three, where are my phrases? And number four, what rhythm? What's our time signature? If you know those things and you go into your piece, you're going to learn much more from it because you're actually speaking the language of music at that point. You also need to listen to yourself play. That helps with music theory so much because it's not about dots on a page. It's not about scales. It's not about chords. It's about sound. You use your ears to pick up the sound. So what does it sound like? If you're able to map sounds to music theory, you can do stuff like, well, with Beethoven, who wrote string quartets when he was deaf. Why? He knew what it sounded like, and he was able to write it down, and he created it in here. So here's another thing, and this is very, very, very crucial. And in order to explain this concept, I'm going to first have you think about elementary school students. When an elementary school student is learning to read, they've learned to speak. They're also learning to write. Reading and writing go like this. You need to read music and you need to write music, and you need to do both because they strengthen each other, something I used to do. I worked at Whole Foods for a little while as a meat cutter, and I enjoy looping quite a lot, guitar looping. And I would, at night, enjoy my time and make some loops and get lost in them and improvise them and really enjoy it. And I didn't write them down, and then I'd go to work the next day, and on my lunch break I would write down what I played the night before. And not only did that help my reading ability a lot, but it also helped my improv ability like more than I can measure. And it also helped me learn the fretboard a lot better, and it helped my overall musicality and my musical memory a lot. So there's a couple ideas, but the general golden rule of thumb is if you don't understand what you're doing musically, then stop and try to understand it and then start practicing. So you have so much material that you can learn. And everything that you learn is music. So you can get music theory knowledge out of it. You don't need to practice every single scale. You don't need to, know every single chord up and down the neck. What you need to do is you need to understand what you're currently playing and also be able to change it. Can you improvise using the same chord progressions from your favorite songs? If the answer is no, well then get after it. Guys, don't forget to subscribe. Check out the next video. Happy practice. You'll have a lot more videos specifically on what pieces I'm going to be putting up soon. Very cool classical guitar videos, great music theory videos. But for now, subscribe and check out the next video. Definitely do not forget to subscribe and like this video.